Hey everybody, and welcome to the channel here on Talk Daily. Today we're going to be talking about an article that comes to us from Motor Trend, written by Monica Gunderman. I'll have a link to this article in the description below. So before we start, hopefully having a great day wherever you are in the world, and let's get right to it. There was a meeting between the Biden administration and a bunch of automakers. The picture shows the Tesla Elon Musk, the Tesla CEO. I don't know. I guess it's just like a character. They just love putting him out there, but it's irrelevant. There's just a bunch of other people, and previously he was not invited, and now he's invited. Irrelevant feud. It's irrelevant. So let's get to the meat and potato. What is the point of all this? If you're not aware of the Obama administration, let's go back in time now. We're going back to like 2012. Increased something called CAF, which is Corporate Average Fuel Economy, I believe. And they increased it. Their standard is by 20, 25 or something, 50 something miles to the gallon, 52 miles to the gallon. And again, that's corporate. That is not an individual vehicle, but the corporate in general. They basically want better fuel efficiency. And this current administration, the Biden administration, is pushing it to have by 2030, 50% of every car manufacturers have 50% of their vehicles, their manufacturing, to be electric. That's a pretty strong demand. And so they met up and they were talking about the infrastructure, how they're going to charge it. And basically the government is throwing money saying, come on, make it happen. Here's money. Here's $75 billion. Here's money. Make it happen. It just basically was going on. It's funny because lawmakers will pass bills and then they look at the scientists saying, make it happen. Here's money. And because obviously this hasn't been created yet. So you're looking at scientists, engineers, just sitting there going like, oh, give me a minute. So that's what's going on right now. Give me a minute. They're just writing checks and saying, hey, here's money, make it happen, we need you. And all these politicians saying, come on, we're going to save the world. And this guy wearing a cowboy. Again, I don't know why they keep showing him. I think it's just Tesla is becoming a brand of that. It's a cult following. So they keep showing him like, hey, Tesla guy. But it's a bunch of other people. And here's the old man. There he is. But there's a bunch of other people, so they didn't show their pictures. But there's a GM CEO, Mary Barra. There's Ford, Jim Farley. There's other people who are basically CEOs, but I guess they don't have the same celebrity status that some other CEOs have, obviously like Elon Musk. So, but the details are not out because, of course, there's no details are out because I don't know what the heck's going on. Nobody knows. This is silly. By 2030, we're all going to have electric charging. By golly. By golly, gas price. I'll make sure gas goes up to X amount of cost, and you all gonna buy a $50,000 electric vehicle because that's I don't know. It's just, to me, it feels like the politics went a little bit faster than the science, and now what's physically capable. As you aware of, I always like to quote my favorite person in the world, Isaac Newton. F equal to ma. It's like, don't get too deep on it, buddy. Force equal to mass times acceleration. So the more mass, the more energy you need. So the more batteries you have, the more energy you need, the more batteries you carry, the more. So all you're doing is just hauling. They give you all these numbers with electric cars, but they don't tell you the fact that they're heavy. 500 horsepower. Whatever, bro. How much you weigh? 5,000 pounds. Well, okay. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I find it really silly. Our whole world is going to be by 20. I don't know what's going to happen by 2030. I'm not saying there's always the gloom and horrible. No, I'm just thinking that I just find it silly that they pass laws and then they're like, we'll figure out. I guess you can't compare it to like we're going to the moon in 30 years. And I find that to be maybe... That's a different scale. Going to the moon, they're requiring a bunch of smart people, put them together in a room and train them. This is the average population. You're broadcasting that new technology upon what I don't want to say the word forcing because you can still have a gasoline car, but I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna work. I know it's gonna work in the future at some point. I'm positive. I'm not pessimistic. I think it's gonna work at some point in the future, but it's kind of early. I don't know. That's why they had a meeting, obviously, right? They're sitting there going like, well, now what? It's just, it's silly. I find it silly why you're getting involved in this. I have no idea. I don't know why this administration getting involved in it in that fashion. And again, I it's not like the gas. We're running out of gas. It's not like the oil. Oh, we have no more oil. Doesn't show me we have no more oil. Where's the gas gauge that shows the oil just depleted to zero? I have no idea. But if you're not aware of the Obama administration did this thing, this is an old article, okay? But basically kind of gives you an idea that you want to get a sticker like that with your car saying, hey, look, we're, reducing the carbon. Look, you could save how many barrels of oil you're saving. In the lifetime of this vehicle. Family that purchased a new vehicle in 2025 will save $8,200 in fuel costs compared with a similar vehicle. Just throwing numbers, man. It's just numbers, mean nothing. Consumer will have saved 1.7 trillion. You save 12 oil a barrel. Life of the program, I don't know. But here's the number you want to look at: 54.4. That's basically the average they want you to have. That's what the Obama administration put. Because before the Obama administration, there was nobody regulating. I think from the 1980s, there was nothing. And Obama administration came in and said, look, we want more gas efficient vehicle. Which is okay. Again, when the government puts a standard, it brings on all the smart people together and they come up with a solution. So that's good. And the cars did improve in their efficiency, but with tricks, not really. I mean, because nothing changes. F equal to ma, force equal to mass times acceleration. There's no magic in that thing, okay? There is no magic. You make something heavier, it requires more energy, it requires more force. It just So they made the engine smaller and they give you like 17, 12 gears, and okay, cool, no problem. You get to a point where it is what it is. The internal combustion engine is not really efficient. It's just the way it is. It's just thermodynamics. You're not going to change that. Anytime you take energy from one form to the other and change it, it creates heat. You don't get all that energy. That's why light bulb gets warm. Even LED light bulb gets warm. So it doesn't matter. No matter how efficient you are, there's no 100% efficiency. So tracing the efficiency level, batteries are efficient to a certain degree. Batteries don't last long too. So we're stuck with that. We're stuck with that cycle until we are able to, I don't know. That's why they had the meeting. If you have any ideas, let us know in the comments below. Let us know, because I'm telling you what is being advertised. And here you go. Here, they're talking about it right here. See, the 1980s. Ooh, look at me. I still have a memory. The new rules combined with the previous rules increase the CAFE to 35.5 mile per gallon between 2011 and 2016. So we've been seeing the increase. And they're saying the change hasn't done in the 1980s. Again, this is an old article. I just want to kind of show you how they were selling this idea. They're trying to sell it like that. And then, I don't know. I honestly think all that's going to happen is those car manufacturers going to get rich. Some private companies going to get really rich by making these chargers. So if you are trying to make it, the new .com, the new online thingy, the new Bitcoin, the new money making, listen to me. I'm telling you how to make money right now. That charger. Find a way to make that charger cheap, and go to Uncle Sam. Go to the old man right here, and just say to him, hey, Mr. President, I have a good way of, well, not him specifically, Department of Transportation, and just look, hey, I have a new solution to charging, very small and cheap, and then you'll make a lot of money. So that's basically what's going on right now. It's all about the charging, how we're going to charge these vehicles, standardizing. I'll make an educated guess in saying they're trying to standardize the charging system, whether it's payment, the plug-in mechanism, from physically to software, to standardizing it where you just go and you use your Visa, MasterCard, whatever, debit, credit card, whatever, or your app, and you're able to charge your vehicle without worrying that I have a different year, make, model. And then I believe that's what's gonna be standardized from that meeting. Now, as far as physically installing all these in location and having adequate service to them, and that's yet to remain to be seen. But the power of money is very powerful. Money talks. Money is what makes things happen. So the government is dumping money in it, and I things will move forward for sure. Whether fast enough, I don't know. The 2030 is still a deadline. Whether it's going to be pushed up or not, I don't know. Is that written in stone? I don't know, but he did pass the mandate. It's actually been passed, physically been passed, to increase, to have 50% of the vehicle electric. So what are we going to do? What's the rest of the population going to do? So it says it right here, electric vehicle being spent. Okay, they're being sarcastic in the way they're writing, but here you go. President Biden executive order outlining its goal of 50% of new cars being electric by 2030. As well, recent increase in the standard from 2005. So the standard been risen for gas efficiency. So the only way you're gonna meet that is with some hybrid technology. That's what we're talking about. I have a bunch of other videos talking about the Miatas, and at some point they're gonna have some hybrid. Because remember that this is a CAF, is combined average. So a car manufacturer can make a V12 that gives you like 8 miles per gallon, but then they could make a small little electric car that gives you whatever mile per gallon, combine them, and you average out saying, hey, look, I'm good. So that's combined average. But they even increased it. So that combined average now is so high that they can't get away with having gas guzzlers. So again, we're talking about transportation here. Unfortunately, we're not talking about weekend warriors. We're not talking about like sport cars. We're talking about cars that you're going to use them daily to go to your work, get your groceries done. And not everywhere in the world is pretty like this, okay? Not everywhere in America is pretty. You'll be surprised, yeah? Not everywhere in America is that pretty. You might, I don't know. You would imagine that some of these things might get broken, that might not be installed in your area, and now what? So, I don't know. And again, I'm always talking about what's going to happen to gasoline. You're doing all this, so gasoline is going to go to who? Who's going to use the gas at lower prices? Other places in the world? Well, we're doing this, so you go to Saudi Arabia, and they're like, well, I don't care, bro. I'm driving. Y'all do this stuff. We have gas. I'm like, okay. So I don't know. As far as saving the planet, and people saying, oh, we're reducing gas. Bro, look at major manufacturers. And there's too many humans out there, so I don't know what to tell you the answer. But pollution comes from too many humans. It doesn't really come from, oh my God, my car. It's just, there's a lot of people, man. There's a lot of people. I don't have an answer to that. Reducing, electrifying cars, making batteries it's not a green process, a green as in, dude, you really want to have a huge impact, let everybody ride horses. Horse and wagon, ride bicycles. Go back to what China used to do in the 60s. Ride bicycles. I mean, that's really the answer, but all this, these guys are trying to give you all the hula. Force equal to mass times acceleration. You're not going to change that. You're just not going to change that. You're not going to create energy out of nowhere. You're not going to have 100% fuel efficiency. And yeah, there's a lot of people out there, man. A lot of people out there. So, us, in North America, California, I think everything what happened starts in California, pushes this way throughout the world, my opinion. And, we being the pinnacle of, not the pinnacle, but one of the points pushing for this program. Europe has been doing electric for quite a bit. Sure. But when you look at India, when you look at China, they have quadruple the populations, and I don't think they play by the same rules. But yet again, someone have to set an example. So okay, we're setting an example. And long story short, I don't know what's happened to me and you. How much is going to come out of our pocket for this whole facade of we care about nature, Because these batteries come from China. I mean, we're manufacturing some batteries in the United States, but the raw material all come from China. So this is obviously all the fine details of a proposition that was passed, in my opinion, a little bit hastily. I wish they, but I don't know. Again, how do we go to the moon? We set a deadline. We said, look, we're going to go. And everybody goes, what? So hopefully it'll be one of those things. I mean, I'm remain to be optimistic that this program will work, and we will enjoy some of the fruit of success of the fruit of this program, because I really don't want to think that it's all going to be a complete failure. So So what's good is going to come out of it by 2030. We should have plenty of stations to at least charge 50% of new cars being sold by 2030. So by 2030, half the vehicles being sold is going to be completely electric. So look at your nearest apartment, house, and look around. These people, they better have a charging station. Like your parking spot should have an electric parking station, or you will not live there. I don't know, but we're gonna look at electric wires hanging out on the ground, people plugging it in. You need that. You need it because that's gonna happen by 2030 if we're not gonna have these infrastructure placed everywhere. So I don't know. Yet to be seen is yet to be seen. So this is basically news. I'm kind of been rambling on. How long has it been? Oh man, I've been going on for 50 minutes. All right, let me know what you think. And this is what's going on in North America. Let me know what's going on in your neck of the woods. I'll try to do some research what's going on in Europe. I know in Europe I already have a lot of electric. In Europe it's kind of even heavier than this. But Europe is smaller. United States, we have a lot of rural land in between. You know, it's just, I just find it to be kind of difficult to deal with. You know, if you live in Midwest, and you know, it's that range might become an issue because if you have a big truck and electric trucks, we all know what electric trucks are doing, right? They're just towing their own batteries. Again, there's a lot of weight in these things. To get that sweet level, you need to have a very small battery and a light car, like what they have in England and in Europe. They call the G-Wiz. It's a very small electric car, but it doesn't have the range. It charges very quickly. It gives you like 50 miles or 60 or 80, which is great. You know, if you live in town, just get your groceries, but it's not going to work with us. It's not going to work. We have huge land, huge swaths of land, and it's not going to work. We need longer range. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what's up with new technology. Anyways, let's make it this called a wrap up for today. As always, thank you for watching. I really appreciate everyone who follows and likes. And as always, stay safe out there and have a great day wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.